Emma was a kind artist. She loved to paint. Every day she would spend hours in her cozy studio, surrounded by the gentle lights streaming through the windows. Her passion for painting was evident in every brushstroke she made. She lived in a small house with a big window. This window was her favorite spot because it allowed her to feel connected to the outside world while she worked on her art. One day a crow perched on her windowsill. It was a cold morning and the crow seemed to be seeking warmth, and curiosity brought it closer to Emma's world. The crow watched Emma paint with curious eyes. It was as if the bird was trying to understand the magic behind the colors and shapes that appeared on the canvas. This crow's name was Nova. Emma named her after the bright stars because of the crow's shiny black feathers that glistened in the sunlight. Nova was a clever crow. She loved shiny things. She would often bring small, glimmering objects she found outside and place them on the windowsill as if offering gifts to Emma. When Emma painted, she used shiny tubes of color. These tubes fascinated Nova, who would watch intently as Emma squeezed out vibrant hues onto her palette. Nova was fascinated by the way Emma's hand moved. The graceful, fluid motions seemed almost like a dance, and Nova couldn't help but be mesmerized. She watched as beautiful colors appeared on the canvas. Each stroke brought the painting to life, and Nova felt a strange connection to the art, as if she was part of the creation process. Nova continued to visit Emma every day. She would hop around on the windowsill, her head cocked to the side. One day Emma left a small, shiny button on the sill for Nova. Nova was delighted. She took the button back to her nest and added it to her collection of treasures. From then on, Emma would leave little gifts for Nova: beads, buttons, and even colorful pieces of string. Nova, in return, would leave gifts for Emma: a shiny pebble, a lost button, or a colorful feather. Emma loved these gifts. Each item was a small treasure, a symbol of their unique bond. Nova's gifts were always a delightful surprise, and Emma cherished every one of them. She saw them as tokens of friendship from the clever crow. These simple objects held a special place in her heart, reminding her of the extraordinary connection she shared with Nova. Emma would often wonder where Nova found these little treasures and what stories they carried with them. They couldn't speak the same language, but they understood each other. Their bond was built on mutual respect and a deep sense of trust. Emma and Nova communicated through gestures, glances, and the gifts they exchanged. It was a silent conversation, yet it spoke volumes about their friendship. Their friendship grew stronger with each passing day. Each interaction, each shared moment added another layer to their bond. Emma found joy in Nova's company, and Nova seemed to feel the same. They were an unlikely pair, but their connection was undeniable. Emma would often paint pictures inspired by Nova. Her artwork captured the essence of their friendship, the beauty of their shared moments. She found inspiration in Nova's grace and intelligence, and her paintings reflected the deep affection she felt for her feathered friend. Nova, in her own way, would try to mimic Emma's brushstrokes with her beak, using twigs and berries. It was as if Nova understood the creative process and wanted to be a part of it. These playful attempts at art were yet another testament to their unique bond, a blend of human and avian creativity. Section 4. A place in danger. One day, Emma was very sad. She sat alone in her room, her heart heavy with worry and fear. There was a sign outside her house. It was a sign that changed everything for her and her family. It said that her house would be torn down. The place she called home, filled with memories and love, was now in danger. Emma didn't want to leave her house. She had grown up there. Every corner of the house held a special memory. This is where she made art. Her room was her sanctuary, where she could express herself freely with colors and brushes. This is where she became friends with Nova. Nova, the crow, was her confidant and companion. Emma told Nova about her problem. She shared her fears and worries with her feathered friend. She pointed at the sign with her paintbrush, her face full of worry. The notice was a constant reminder of the impending loss. Nova looked at Emma with understanding eyes. The crow seemed to sense the gravity of the situation. She knew they had to do something. Together, they started to think of ways to save their beloved home. Section 5. Feathers and Teamwork. Nova flew away into the town. She gathered all her crow friends. They all listened to Nova's problem. The crows wanted to help Emma. They flew around the town, collecting shiny objects. They worked together, carrying bits of metal, glass, and colorful plastic. They brought them back to Emma's garden. With their beaks, they carefully arranged the objects. They were making art, just like Emma. Section 6. A place for everyone. The next morning, Emma woke up to a wonderful surprise. In her garden stood a magnificent sculpture. It was made of all the things Nova and her friends had collected. It sparkled in the sunlight. People stopped to look at the amazing sculpture. They talked about the artist who made it. Emma's house was saved. The town decided to turn it into a community art space. Everyone was welcome.